What's going on, YouTube family and friends? Welcome back to the channel. And what we came to discuss here in today's video is ACHR. As you all know, crucial price action here on Friday's trading, breaking through that mid Bollinger Band to the downside, and that is a very bad sign. Does this mean the gamma squeeze is over? Stick around. I'm going to tell you guys my insight and thoughts on that. Also, we're going to take a brief look and check out KULR, which also broke to the downside through the mid Bollinger Band. What does all this mean? Stick around, we're going to talk about it. But before I do so, don't forget to get over to my main YouTube channel, which is called Making Easy Money. We just recently broke 40,000 subscribers. So with that being said, guys, when you do subscribe, please take the time out to make sure that notification bell is set to all, so you will be alerted each and every time I create one of these videos over on the main channel. I am much more active. And make sure you check out my latest video on SERV. Now, first stock we're going to talk about here in today's video, ladies and gentlemen, is KULR. And in today's video, I just want to take a quick poll, ladies and gentlemen, on which stock is majority of the audience currently holding. We're going to figure that out by commenting the ticker symbols in the comment section below. So if you're holding KULR, comment the ticker symbol in the comment section below, as well as our ACHR, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see which stock gets the most comments. But back to KULR. With that mid Bollinger break, ladies and gentlemen, that is a very extremely bearish sign. If we take a brief look and just check out the trend here these last 3 days of trading, here on Tuesday we got short volume 20.25 million, the day after that 27, the day after that 28. Volume is much lower than, of course, the previous days where we're averaging between 45 million and 55. Numbers are much lower than that. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if we do continue to see these low volume numbers here in KULR, I do expect for the stock to continue slowly retracing here. But another thing that you do want to take into consideration, if we do check out our interpretations of indicators here really quickly, and this is for all you novice and beginner traders out there that do not understand how to read indicators and or charts really well. So if you don't know if something is bearish or bullish, here on Moomoo, they have you covered with their technical sentiment chart. Okay, this is how I quickly get a bearish or bullish reading. And this also is a great tool for experienced traders as well. It makes things much easier and much faster when you're trying to make the right financial decision, especially during trading hours. So again, guys, if you do want to sign up for Moomoo, remember my sign up link in the description below will grant everyone out there 15 free stocks, and these stocks can value up to $2,500 each. Also, Moomoo does have other great tools that you will find very helpful for it. So again, use the sign up link in the description below. But checking out our day, we do see this thing starting to lean towards a positive signal. We do see a positive signal, full-fledged positive signal here on the 60-minute. And far as our 1 minute, we're starting to lean towards that early warning signal here in KULR. I do feel as though that we may possibly see a uptick here in volume here on Monday's trading, and if that does take place, I do feel as though that we stand a very great chance to fill this gap, which range between $2.62 upwards to $2.70. But if we do continue to see these low volume numbers, ladies and gentlemen, it's more than likely KULR may visit those sub $2 levels here on Monday. With that being said, if we take another look and check out our capital trend here really quickly, we do see that net inflow in favorment here on Friday's trading, which points to more covering than shorting. But I do want you guys to note that there will be yet another full day of SSR here on Monday's trading, and that can be a huge reason why we see these short sale ratios much lower than what we were seeing before the SSR has taken place. We're getting numbers beyond 10% on the short sale ratio here in KULR. So that short sale restriction may work in our favor here on Monday in the fashion of a turnaround, but I wouldn't bank on that due to that mid Bollinger break, ladies and gentlemen, is very bearish. You tend to actually see the stock continue to fall and or find itself in the bottom consolidation for a few days before it breaks back to the upside through that mid Bollinger, which we haven't broken to the downside here in KULR in quite some time since this rally has started. So with that being said, Monday's price action is going to be very vital for KULR. Next stock we're going to talk about here in today's video, ladies and gentlemen, is ACHR. As you all know, the options chain was pointing to a possible gamma squeeze to take place here or start to unfold heading at the end of the week. The 117 expiration. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, since we have retraced under key strike prices that were thresholds for us to actually achieve that gamma squeeze, it may come into question, will this thing actually happen? Well, let's crunch the numbers, but before I do so, don't forget, do me one huge favor, ladies and gentlemen. If you have made it this far in the video, can you please comment in the comment section below? Still here with you, Obi. At the same time, leaving a like here on today's video. Thanks to you guys, this channel has been growing rapidly, so we want to keep that up. Now, seeing as though that we did drop below, let's see this mid here. We closed here on Wednesday. Closed here on Wednesday for the price of 1048. With that being said, we were above that $10 strike here at the close of that Wednesday. As you all know, we didn't have any trading on Thursday, but as you guys can see here, that open interest sits at 28.17 thousand, and each contract holds 100 shares. With that being said, above this strike price and the closer towards expiration, the delta rises. Now, what market makers are obligated to do is, let's say that's 0.29. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that means they are required, if not already, have to purchase 29% of the open interest contracts that is in the money. Sometimes they actually do it without it being in the money just to cover themselves and remain delta neutral. But when they do that, that rises the share price. So with that being said, seeing as though that delta is at 29, they have covered 29% of that 28.17 thousand open interest, and you have to multiply that by 100 to get the total amount of shares. With that being said, since we are heading into expiration and we are falling below that strike price, that delta is slowly going to get lower and lower. With that being said, let's say, for instance, let's go to the $12 strike call. And as you guys can see here, we do see that open interest at 12,000 here at the $12 strike. Yes, that is out the money, and their delta is currently 0.07, so that's only about 7%. Let's say expiration come around the corner and they still have those shares on hand. Well, they have two options, ladies and gentlemen. For the shares that they accumulate for covering the strike prices and the open interest, the remaining shares that they have left over, they can either sell it in the open market, or they can hold on to those shares if they feel as though that there's going to be a later, or if the demand is still high for the stock. So with that being said, let's say next week we are much above certain strike prices, the open interest is heavy, but said market maker is holding on to over 2 million shares because they have accumulated these things from the previous stretch, the one that we're currently in. With that being said, it's going to be very, very interesting how this week unfolds here in ACHR. But currently falling below that $10 strike really changes the dynamics and the possibility of a gamma squeeze unfolding here this week. Also, the downwards break of that mid-Bollinger Band spells one word: bearish. If we take a brief look and just check out, because anytime that a stock actually breaks through that mid-Bollinger Band, it's more than likely going to challenge that lower. But as you guys can see here, the healthy trading cycle that ACHR has been undergoing here since this rally has taken place, which means it does stand a very great chance to continue that trading pattern for a turnaround here very, very soon. But if we continue to see the markets trade how they have been, expect for this thing to continue to move to the downside, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing the market just bleed out. If we take a brief look and just check out the NASDAQ here really quickly, as you guys can see here, these last 3 days of trading, this thing has fallen over 2 points. Also, let's go to SPY right here really quickly, SPX. As you guys can see here, this is also just in the last 4 days have dropped close to 2 points. The market is doing pretty terrible. So if we do continue to see this trend, I do expect for ACHR to continue to fall here to the downside, ultimately falling below those sub $8 levels here early this week. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, with this healthy trading pattern that we do see here on the day chart, this thing does stand a great chance to correct itself back towards the upside here before the end of the week. So right now, with us falling below that $10 levels, the gamma squeeze possibilities has dropped drastically. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, can you please smash that like button? If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, and don't forget to get over to the main YouTube channel. Again, it is called Making Easy Money, and may the gains be with you. Whatever you do, don't forget to join our Discord. The sign up link is in the description below.